Hello, boys and girls. Our story today is Dogzilla. And for those of you who love books by Dave Pilky, this is one of his books. And it says, in this book, they will be starring Flash, Rabies, Dwayne, and introducing Leah as the monster. Flash will be the big cheese. Rabies will be Professor Scarlet O'Hare. Special appearance by Dwayne as the soldier guy. Leah as the monster. So notice the first three are what? And the last one. Okay. This book has been rated extremely goofy. And some material may be too goofy for grown-ups. And of course, here's Dogzilla. It was summertime in the city of Mouseopolis, and mice from all corners of the community had come together to compete in the first annual barbecue cook-off. And if you look at the big banner, it says barbecue cook-off. So there are all the mice cooking their barbecue. As the cook-off got underway, smoke from the hot grills lifted the irresistible scent of barbecue sauce up over the housetops of the city. A gentle wind carried the mouth-watering smell into the distance, right over the top of an ancient crater. And before long, a strange and mysterious sound was heard. All at once, the volcano began to tremble, and here's the smell, the scent of the barbecue sauce wafting or going over the city and to the ancient crater. And suddenly, up from the very depths of the crater came the most terrifying creature ever known to mousekind, the dreadful Dogzilla. Immediately, soldiers were sent out to stop the mighty beast. The heroic troops were led by their brave commanding officer, the Big Cheese. "All right, you old flea bag," squeaked the Big Cheese. "Get those paws in the air! You're coming with us!" Without warning, the monstrous mutt breathed her horrible breath into the mice. "Doggy breath!" screamed the soldiers. "Run for your lives!" "Hey, come back here!" shouted the Big Cheese to his troops. "What are you, men or mice?" We're mice," they squeaked. Said the Big Cheese. "You're right. Wait for me!" And so the mice are all running away, and Dogzilla is still there. The colossal canine, Big Dog, followed the soldiers back to Mouseopolis, licking up all the food in her path, so she's eating everything they had been cooking. Afterward, Dogzilla wandered through the city streets, doing those things that come naturally to dogs. Dogzilla chased cars right off the freeway. Dogzilla chewed furniture and the furniture store as well. And Dogzilla dug up bones at the Museum of Natural History. Look at this bone. Meanwhile, the Big Cheese had organized an emergency meeting with one of the city's greatest scientific minds, Professor Scarlett O'Hare. "Gentle mice," said Professor O'Hare, "this monster comes from prehistoric times. It is perhaps 1,000,000 years old. Maybe we could teach it to do something positive for the community," suggested the Big Cheese. "I'm afraid not," said Professor O'Hare. "You simply can't teach an old dog new tricks. If we're going to defeat this dog, we've got to think like a dog. We've got to find something that all dogs are afraid of, something that will scare this beast away from Mouseopolis forever." "I've got an idea," squeaked the Big Cheese. And within minutes the mice had assembled at the center of town. "All right, Dogzilla," shouted the Big Cheese. "No more Mr. Nice Guy. It's bath time." Suddenly, a blast of warm, sudsy water hit Dogzilla with tremendous force. The panicking Pooch let out a burst of hot, fiery breath, and the chase was on. The Big Cheese tried to catch up to the hot dog with all the relish that he could muster. Dogzilla hightailed it out of town and back into the mouth of the ancient volcano. "Well, I'll be doggone," squeaked the Big Cheese. "It worked!" And with the horrifying memory of the bubble bath etched in her mind forever, Dogzilla never again returned to Mouseopolis. Within a year, Mouseopolis had rebuilt itself, just in time for the second annual barbecue cook-off. The mice of Mouseopolis fired up their grills, confident that they would never see or hear from Dogzilla again. And here's everything all ready. However, there was one thing they had not counted on: puppies. So you can guess what's going to happen. And I will see you in another book.